learn to deal with, right?
That's true, and I think there is a natural process going on in the world today, and that's not to steer clear of the dire situation that's going on with climate change and so on. I mean, that's definitely a process that's happening, and the thing is that because I deal with people at conferences and respond to questions on email and so on so much, I can kind of sort of see what's happening in the collective,
Yeah.
and there is a lot of fear. I just try to steer people away from the fear thing, which is, of course, always being pushed by George Bush and the 7 macaws of the world, because that can keep people controlled more. So it's not that I want people to ignore climate change or the serious things that are going on with overpopulation or peak oil or all this other stuff. I just try to steer people clear away from, like, succumbing to fear or something like that.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I see it as you have to process it on another level and not allow, I guess, yourself to be so emotionally drawn into it, because I don't think that closing your eyes or looking away from it is going to solve it. You have to learn to look at it and deal with it, but as you say, not being kind of drawn down by it, you know?
That's right. That's right. It has to be a balance thing, I think. So spiritually centered social activism can be an option.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, to kind of begin to round things up here for this time, what are you working on right now? What's next for you? Do you have any big projects on the line, so to speak?
Well, I have been traveling, and I do tours to Guatemala, to the Maya sites, and I have been to Izapa twice in the last year. I've made some measurements at the site, and there's some articles on my website about that. There is a new program that I have out. It's a 3 CD audio program called Unlocking the Secrets of 2012. And it's a bit of a shift. It's a bit of a change. It's not a book. It's 3.5 hours of audio, and it goes through the whole material with the creation myth and the spiritual teachings and the prophecy and Izapa, and that's sort of the new offering that I have on the table right now. And in conjunction with that, there was a book anthology that I contributed to, and with other authors like Jeff Stray out of the United Kingdom. He has that amazing Diagnosis 2012 website.
Yeah.
That's a great resource for this. He contributed an article to the book too. It's called The Mystery of 2012, and there's other contributors to it. It's an evolving discussion, and I guess that I'm continuing to try to empower the Maya people. What I think 2012 is probably going to be about is sort of a renaissance, a Maya renaissance. I would like to see that, because they've been living under the thumb of the conquest for so many centuries. And I do see that there are Mayan philosophers coming out of the villages now, and they're getting educations, and they're writing books. And so I think generally we can, look to the wisdom of the Maya people as having some kind of guidance. Basically, if we in the Western world who live under the banner of a style of society that has led us to the brink of apocalypse, basically, with overpopulation and so on, could it be that there are fundamental flaws at the roots of our own civilization? And could it be that, I think there are. I think there's attitudes towards the conquest of nature and the suppression of the feminine and so on that have led us to this problematic situation in the world. And it's the example offered by indigenous cultures that can be the way through, I think. Indigenous cultures having a more partnership-based style of relating. And so there's a lot going on along these lines, and I would just encourage people to keep, stay tuned and to stay conscious and exercise discernment and clarity when, accessing information about 2012.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess to kind of emphasize that again, what you were saying there is that there's an idea there that on the current path that we're on, if we continue on that, I mean, when I say we, I mean kind of, I guess the Western world, to do it in a general broad ways like that. But if we potentially don't change our ways, or you know, try to at least recognize why things are going in the way they are going, we face the potential collapse, I guess, of our society, and that might be what it means with 2012.
Well, it is a choice, you know, and nothing's predetermined. I think that I like to sort of evoke the highest possible future and believe that human beings will work together. Certainly, I don't think that it's going to be the end of life on planet Earth.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the end of. It might be the end of civilization as we know it, but you know, we can, you know, work together. I think it's the challenge of, you know, sort of creatively and consciously guiding the transformations so that we can have the whole picture in mind. But yeah, if we don't really reconnect with that unity consciousness, with that value around, you know, the higher principle of selflessness or something, then we will get the world that we deserve, I guess.
Exactly, that's right. It's a choice in the end. That's a good way to, I think, round things up for this time. I want to encourage everyone to head on over to alignment2012.com and check out John's books, DVDs, and also his latest 3 CD program that he has up there for you. And again, this has been a great program. I've enjoyed it very much, and I would love to have you back at some point, John, if you have the time for us.
Absolutely, Heinrich. I really enjoyed this too, and please feel free to just send me an email. I'd like to be on again.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you.